We're going to go back to Phoenix, Arizona. MASN broadcast booth. Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Palmer joins us right now. And Jim, let's talk a little bit about John Means and tell us exactly why he faltered so much today.
Well, Rick Dempsey just talked about it. He's talking to himself on the bench, especially after he came out. Following, he's going right. Home plate's to the left. I thought early on he actually had a pretty good grasp of his arm side, which would be the outside corner. But, he does pitch to both sides, and then he started pulling his breaking ball, pulling his fastball to the right-handers on the inside part of the plate, and he just lost his release point. So, for a young guy, at least experience-wise, he's just going to have to try to come up with a little bit of maybe checkpoints to try to get back in track. So, certainly he's done a he's done a terrific job. But the only thing that, when you look at all his numbers, is really how many pitches he throws per inning. And, he was right at today, it was over 18, but he's at 17.9. And that's just a little bit high. You bring it down a pitch and a half an inning, and all of a sudden he's exactly where you want him to be. But today it was just a matter of command. Adam Jones slapped a single into right on a ball that was up, didn't have much on it because he was falling off. But the walk to Ahmed to get to Carson Kelly, it has a little more power than Ahmed. 5 more home runs, now 6. That kind of turned the whole game around.
Jimmy, I tried to explain the 9th inning. Our approach was terrible after the first 2 walks. But can you please explain the 7th inning when we had the best opportunity to put runs on the board?
Well, it is what it is. And, we have guys that come up, so, if you look at what's going on, you get a couple of guys on. And then, right here, Hirano is not overpowering. There's a good changeup. But then again, if you're not covering the outside corner, you're not trying to use the whole field, you're going to swing by those situations all the time. I thought that maybe they would pinch hit for Richie Martin in the 7th, because you never know what your matchup's going to be. I kind of knew who was going to be in there. Probably a better chance. And it is what it is. And Bradley gave him every chance to win the ball game in the 8th too. Chris Davis came up and he threw a couple fastballs by him, and then eventually he would strike him out. So a land of opportunity. We just didn't take advantage. The Valley of the Sun is what they call it. The sun didn't shine today for the Orioles offense, but again, they have been playing better, hopefully. But I think, the one thing that really affects the Orioles when you go to Anaheim for 4 more games and then 2 in San Diego is the fact that they had to go to the bullpen a little bit earlier, because Means, one of his short, as you mentioned, Tom, his shortest outing since all the way back in April.
Well, Jim, as always, we appreciate your comments. We'll look forward to chatting with you tomorrow night when the Birds get to Anaheim, California for the first of 4 against the Angels. Baseball Hall of Famer Jim Palmer.